He loves sports, he loves running, he loves being part of activities, and his name is Robert Kabushenga. Of course, it's about sports tourism and Taskalite Mountain Rwenzori Marathon, where he is part of. He'll be telling us what to expect and when it will be happening. Robert, yes. Good to have you on the show.
Thank you very much.
I think I should say I'm blessed to sit next to you. Some people dream to see you.
No. Well, there are people I live with in my house. So
yes.
there's nothing special about me.
So good to have you on UBC TV.
Thank you very much.
Yes. And of course, how have you been? How is the family?
Very well. The family is good. So I am in perfect health.
Okay.
Yes.
In the early 90s, the name Robert, or early 2000s, the name Robert was tagged on the gang. If you talk about Robert Kabushenga, it's the capital gang, not sports.
No, actually.
Now in the 2000s...
It wasn't that. I was actually very associated with New Vision. That was my work. That's what I did. Yes.
Okay. Now it's about sports tourism.
Yeah.
Let's start off with the Taskalite Mountain Rwenzori Marathon.
Yes.
If I may ask, Robert, I need to understand what this is all about.
So first of all, it's a marathon. A marathon is a marathon. So it's going to take place in Kasese, Saturday. That's the 3rd of September.
Okay.
And the way
that is the day after tomorrow.
Yes. And the way the route has been organized is that runners will run while seeing the whole of Mount Rwenzori. So as you run, you'll have the visibility of the mountain. But also, it's the terrain. The altitude in Kasese is very high.
Yeah.
And it can also be quite hot and humid. So it's a real challenge in terms of people who want to try their physicality, their physical fitness. And it's a real challenge. It's an achievement. You feel that you've done something difficult and achieved. Yeah. So that's this Saturday in Kasese. And sometimes people mix things up. You see, a marathon is a marathon.
Yeah.
A run is a run.
Well, what's the difference? Okay, educate us, Robert.
There are very many differences. So first, a marathon must have 2 runs. It must have 42 kilometers and a 21 kilometers.
And the run?
The run can be anything. It can be 5 kilometers, it can be 10. Now then the timing is also managed specifically by the people who manage marathons to make sure that the timings are accurate.
Okay.
There is also a particular way in which you organize it. It's different from a run. I mean, run is Kavaka's run, for instance, that when everybody participates, people take off at the same time, whether they're different. So here, it's very strict. They track you, they look at the way you're organizing it, then they come and confirm that indeed it meets the standards of a marathon. Okay. And that's what we want to achieve with this particular run. We want it to be a proper marathon and eventually to be recognized internationally as one of the key marathons on the continent.
Okay. Yeah. This is the first edition of this of a kind.
Yes.
What's special about the Mount Rwenzori Marathon?
2 things. One, Mount Rwenzori is the only asset that we have. I mean, if we say not only.
If we say we, you the who.
Not only. It's not the only asset. It's a unique asset which we are the only ones who have it. That's Ugandans.
Okay.
There's no other country that has. Well, the Congolese also can claim, but we have it exclusively, and access to it has always been through Uganda. So it's an asset to which we can attract people to come. Secondly, it is the most difficult mountain to climb in Africa.
How many have you climbed, Robert?
1, but it is the most difficult.
So if you have climbed only 1?
No, it's not me who is saying it. It's been up. No. You see, you've got to learn these things.
Okay.
So Mount Rwenzori has been certified. It is the most difficult. It's not the highest. It's the most difficult to climb. They call it a technical mountain. So it's the most technical mountain in Africa. So people who want to experience a difficult climb or a difficult hike, you're better off coming to Rwenzori than going elsewhere. Now, people who want to train to climb the Himalayas are better off coming to Rwenzori as part of training, because it gives you, it has 16 peaks.
Wow.
Other countries have 1 peak. 16 peaks. So the highest peak is Kilimanjaro, the second is Kenya, I think it's Meru. The 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th are in Rwenzori. all of them. Margarita, Baker's Peak, they're all there. So anyway, the point is, we are saying that if we do this marathon, we will attract people to come to Kasese, because Kasese is not a place that people go very often.
Yes.
When we attract these people and we go international, we will attract people to come and see the Rwenzoris. And when they see the Rwenzoris, maybe they'll come back often, and more people will come. So hopefully the run should be a platform on which we attract runners, we attract hikers, we attract people who like ultra adventure.
Even tourists.
That's the whole point.
Yes.
They're all tourists, whether they are sports people or just people walking through, they're all tourists. They come from elsewhere, they come with money, they spend it here, and it's good for the people of Kasese and overall the people of Uganda.
Okay.
If you had like Kilimanjaro has 5,000 people who visit it 65,000 people who visit Kilimanjaro every year.
Okay.
So if we invest in publicizing it, we could do well.
Okay. What's the key objective of this marathon?
So as I said, two things. One, promote tourism and attract people to Uganda as a destination.
Yes.
With the entry point being the Rwenzoris. Number two, currently Uganda is developing world-class athletes from Elgon. We think that if we put a running event in Kasese, it will attract young people to be interested in running. When we climbed that mountain, we noticed that a lot of the people who were assisting us as porters were very young people, and they were very fit running up and down the mountain. So who knows, the next Cheptegei might be in Rwenzori. So if we have two mountains, Elgon and Rwenzori, producing athletes, that would be very interesting.
Okay, about the marathon, Robert, what do I need to be part of the marathon?
Number one, you need to register. So you need to register by buying a kit. If you buy a kit, which is a vest, a running bag, and
a bottle,
that's at 50,000 shillings.
Okay.
And one of the outlets is a shop at Forest Mall, above Standard Chartered. You once you buy that, then you can participate, and that allows you to come in and run and have fun. Then you also have to travel to Kasese, which is about 300 kilometers.
There's actually put something very clear there.
Yeah.
When do I get my kit? You pick it in Kasese starting September 1st. That is today.
Those who are in Kasese can get it from there. If you can't get it in Kampala and you want to travel to Kasese, you go there. But we've also created a provision for Kampala people.
Okay.
Yes.
I signed up for a 5K, but I want to run 21 kilometers. But can I change?
Yes, you can change before.
Yes.
But on that day you can't, because the bib, we give you a bib, and inside that bib there is a chip which tracks your running. Oh. Yes, so it tracks your time, the time you have and the route you take.
Okay.
So that is our record, and we shall publish the records and say Mpima ran 5 kilometers in this time. Okay. So whether your watch or your phone tells you something else, that is your business. For us, we're tracking this because it has GPS, it is properly managed, it's
If I cannot buy a physical ticket, let's say I can't go to Kasese, can I get online?
Yeah, Jumia.
Okay.
Yeah, you go to Jumia.
How do I do it?
Jumia. Just go log on Jumia and you search, you'll find the kit there, you pay for it, and you will they'll deliver it to you.
Okay. There has been several marathons, circuits in the country. Of course, will this officially join them?
We plan to do this every year for the next God knows how many years.
Okay.
So we're in this for the long term. We want to make sure that it becomes one of the prestigious marathons.
Yeah.
And it gives people an opportunity to try themselves out for different marathons. It takes a while to build a marathon. It doesn't happen overnight. So this is the first one. In life, you must start things. So you get started. So we've started. Hopefully in 4 or 5 years' time, it will be big enough to be recognized as one of the premier marathons in the region. Okay,
I have messages here, Robert. Allow me to read them. Of course, to attend to them. Uthman Sempebwa says that the first editions of such marathons have always been an eye-openers, but along the way they do not survive longevity. In the end, they collapse. How will the sustainability be achieved? Are we seeing international athletes joining? That's from Uthman Sempebwa.
Same people should ask you, so you should give us one example which marathon has collapsed.
No, he wants the assurance that you are here to stay.
No, I've asked a simple question. Which marathon that was started has collapsed?
Robert,
I don't understand what he's talking about.
Okay, he goes ahead to say that the purpose of the marathon could be promoting tourism in the country, especially climbing Mount Rwenzori. But the local communities think tourism is for Bazungu. What have you done to make Ugandans love their country?
I'm not in the patriotism business. That is for
for the ministry and the political actors.
Well, what have I done to make Ugandans love the country? I'm asking you to come and run in Kasese. How else will you love Kasese? Yes. Come and run in Kasese. If you stay in your little room in Kampala and you think you love Uganda because because you have a flag on the wall, I don't see. Come and see the rest of the country.
I love the little room in Kampala.
Yeah. so I think people also need to be serious with themselves. I can't teach you how to love a country. You either love where you stay or you don't. If you don't like it, get up and go.
Okay.
But there are things that make you like a country. One, we've just told you, come and run in Kasese and experience Kasese and the beauty of the mountain. That's how you start loving it.
Okay. Green Hill says that, good morning, Ruben and Robert. Good to see Robert back on air. Yeah, he's actually a guest here. And I'm also privileged to have you, Robert.
Thank you.
It says that, I want to understand, Mountain Rwenzori is full of hills and it's not easy to run around it. How are there routes that have been created by the Kabushenga group?
Yes, there is a route and it goes through Kasese town. So there is a town in Kasese with tarmac roads. Kasese is very developed. Kasese was actually a more developed town in the 50s and 60s than many of these little places that people run through. So it's very developed. So there is a tarmac road. We will run along that road. We're not running, this year we're not running inside the Rwenzori Mountain National Park because Rwenzori is a national park actually. Because some of you wouldn't even manage to, wouldn't survive running in there. So we'll run in town, in Kasese town, yeah.
Okay. Costa says that, morning Ruben and Robert, the two others, I would want Robert to explain to us, if I'm going to be part of this marathon, can I come along with my children? Can they participate? Is there a category for them to be part of the marathon? So
the way we manage that is we manage it through distance. So you decide. If your children can do 42, that's fine. Okay. You come with them. If you can do, if your children can do 5 and also you can only manage 5, come for 5.
Okay.
If you just want to come and walk, but you'll probably be in the 5-kilometer category.
Okay.
Running is not about age. There's no age limit. As long as you can run and run a good distance, you are welcome.
Okay. Yeah. Stephen says that, morning Ruben and Robert, I want to understand, if I'm an international athlete from Uganda, I'm on a holiday, can I be part of the marathon?
Yes, you can be part of the marathon.
Yes.
Normally what we know is that international athletes have managers who manage them and they restrict the levels of participation. But you're welcome. It's open. We will reach a point, it's not now, maybe 3, maybe 4 years, where after people inspect our level of management and they're convinced that what we're doing is well planned and well managed, then international athletes will start coming. But there are people who are not Ugandans who look for those kinds of challenges.
Yeah.
Those are the ones we're after for now, because those don't care whether, they're not like the international athletes have their issues. So if you go out, for instance, like there are many Ugandans who go to run in Kenya and there are many Ugandans who go to run in Tanzania, even South Africa. Now, if we had South Africans, Kenyans and Tanzanians coming to run in this one, it gives us the visibility that we want, but also it introduces money that we haven't earned yet. Because the guys like saying, oh, there should be local tourism and so on. Problem with local tourism is you're spending money we've already earned.
That is true.
Yes.
Abe in Muyenga says that, I am going to buy my ticket from Kampala. Is there transport to Kasese?
Yes. There is a bus from here to Kasese. You just have to pay for it.
Okay.
There's a bus.
That's how much, sir?
It's, I think, 50,000 as well to move from here to Kasese.
To and from or one way?
I need to check that. I'm not sure. We'll post it on social media. We'll tell you.
Okay.
Yeah. But you see, this is the interesting thing about Ugandans. You want to buy the kit, but you want to be transported to run.
To Kasese, yes. Okay, good morning. My name is Isaac. I'm watching from Mokono. Ruben and Robert, these marathons, like we normally get excited in the first editions and end up getting disappointed. Robert Kabushenga should assure us that it's going to be there over and over the years.
I have said again, give me one marathon that came once and it disappeared. And I have a track record.
Okay.
I have a track record. For 5 years, I was, 5 years. I'm the one who organized the Kabaka's run.
Oh.
It is still there.
Yeah, true.
He's handed over, it is still there. This year it was even bigger than the one I had organized before.
Because it's not an institution, the Kabaka of Uganda, the auction of the
well,
of Uganda.
And this one, what's wrong with it? Why do you doubt us?
Okay. I'm watching from SETA. I want to know where I can buy my ticket from.
As I've said, there is, you can go on to Jumia if you're online.
Yes.
Go on to Jumia, you'll be able to buy it off Jumia. And then at Forest Mall, we've set up an outlet, which is at Forest Mall. There's a sports shop right above Standard Chartered. If you go up there, you'll be able to get them. There's signs that will show you. So yeah, you can go and get your ticket there. But I also say to people, look, if you can't make it to Kasese, you buy your ticket. As long as you have a good timer, you run in Kampala or wherever it is that you are. As long as you say run 5, we'll check. If you use an app that is recognized by, for instance, there's an app called Strava. If you have Strava or Nike Runner, those are recognized. We can look at them and verify if you indicate that you're running as part of the Kasese run.
Okay, Muchibi from Masaka says that if Ruben and Robert, if I am part of that marathon and I run and win, what is the prize money?
So the prize money is 5 million shillings for the winners in the different categories. Then there is 4 million shillings. So this money was given to us by Standard Chartered. So there is a cash prize. There is 5 million, there is 4 million, there's 3 million. It's both male and female of the different categories, particularly 42 and 21.
Okay, this is Mugode from Bali. Says that, good morning, gentlemen. I would love to know, are we going to have the drinks ready after the marathon? Because I see Taskalite is the sponsor of that marathon.
I actually suspect that there will be drinks during the marathon. So
you suspect?
Yes, because some runners are demanding that they want to be along the way as they run. They drink. Maybe. So
what if I?
But at the end, there's definitely
4 tasks that I can't run.
That's your business. But you'll have drunk anyway. But there will be beer at the end because there'll be a big festival as soon as the run ends. Taskalite has a huge party in Kasese.
Okay, this is Mugerwa from Nakasongola. Says that good morning UBC. Thank Robert for us who is actually trying to show Ugandans and the world that we are rich in terms of in terms of infrastructure. Okay, good to have somebody talk about Mount Rwenzori. So he's happy that you are going to Mount Rwenzori.
Thank you. Did somebody recognizes? Yes.
Then one is called Abdu. He says that why can't we leave Rwenzori, go to Elgon and also go to other mountains? Why Rwenzori in particular? Ask Robert that.
Because in mountaineering terms, Rwenzori is the biggest and most valuable asset you have. So you start with the best. Then once you've mastered the process, then you can see which other mountains provide the opportunity. I've just told you that Rwenzori is the most technical and most difficult mountain, and it is the highest in Uganda.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry to be negative. My name is John. I'm from Latete. Isn't 50,000 too high for us who are Muntu Awansi?
I always tell people, you're Muntu Awansi, but you are on a mobile phone, which is a smartphone that sends messages.
Okay.
If you can afford a smartphone, you can afford a simple run of 50,000 shillings. I think people just are not honest with themselves. So, look, I mean, the choice is entirely.
Robert, people cannot afford.
Yeah, I mean, I said it before. But if you think 50,000 is too high, fine.
Don't come.
Don't come.
It's okay.
It's all right. You stay where you are. You can run
a village marathon
alone in your neighborhood. That's okay. We're talking about people who take this seriously, and think it is worth the sacrifice. Someone else may choose not to run, but will go and buy Taskalite and drink, or mineral water, Rwenzori. So it's a choice you make, and it's not a tax. We're not saying come and run by force. No, we're persuading you. If you think running is a better option than other things you do, then come and join us.
Okay. This is a Joasha from Nsambia who says that, good morning, gentlemen. I like the fact that Robert Kabushenga has come up with such an initiative. The Minister of Tourism must come out to support such people as that who promote Uganda. Minister, wake up, support Robert. Okay, this is a good one.
Well, if they can, but you see, I think the most important thing is for Ugandans to wake up and work for themselves. That's what I think. If you don't get up and do things for yourself, help is not coming.
Okay.
So better off, get up, innovate something, wake up, leave your room, go on the roadside and sell sumbusa or whatever it is, but do something.
True.
You can't lie in your bed and lament.
True.
Yep.
Robert, I think we've actually had a couple of messages here. I think I should stop it at this, but of course your particular remarks.
Come and run, and come and see Kasese, and come and look at the Renzoris. You might change your mind and decide that you also want to climb the mountain. Okay. But it's good to see different parts of Uganda and what they have to offer.
Wow. Let's be there, of course, 3rd September. But let's be part of this. I know that many would love to go and tour Kasese. This is a chance you've got to tour Kasese. Just a token of 50,000. Go get your kit, running kits. Travel like tomorrow, be in Kasese, so that you enjoy what Uganda has got. I mean, like Robert says, it's unique to have mountains all in Uganda. And Uganda, and so many out there, you've never been in Kasese to check on the mountain. Why don't you go now? Why don't you be part of it? Robert, before I go, any free ticket? We'll see.
I'll think about it.
We'll see. Okay, that's Robert Kabushenga for you. And of course, it's a good initiative to run. You can even run for health. Go tour, run for health. You might not win a prize, but be part of it. Let's support our fellow Ugandans. Let's be part of promoting our country. Sports tourism is a big thing, and Taskalite Renzol Marathon is part of the sports tourism. Let's go to Kasese and run. Yes, let's go and run. Personally, I can promise that with Robert's guidance, I will be in Kasese. I can promise. So, who are you not to go to Kasese? It's just a few hours drive from.
Let me tell your boss to send you to Kasese.
Okay.
Yeah.
You instruct him? Or?
No, I'll request it.
Okay. Okay, have yourself a lovely day. Up next is Game Extra. Bye for now.
Forget last season. Forget the oohs and ahs. Forget every moment that stole the show. Because the real show is here on GoTV. It's the new season. It's action-packed and it's going to be non-stop football. With over 1,000 games from more than 7 leagues and cup competitions plus a World Cup. Make sure you get the best seat in the house this new football season. Get a GoCoder with 1 month of GoTV value for only 25,000 Uganda shillings and enjoy non-stop football. GoTV Uganda. Love it. We bring you a fresh, well-researched program to help you identify opportunities for investment, job creation, growing your entrepreneurial skills, wealth creation, and social transformation.
We have a product that is ready for schools, super